Hey, this is Sal. Welcome to Decco Ranch. I've let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? We're going to take a walk and walk with me on down. We got to move some horses. The farrier's coming today. Yep. Tori is excited. Okay, walk with me. The farrier's coming today in about an hour. I've got to move some horses. So normally people with only 1 or 2 horses are going to go pull them up. But because we're working with, Tori. Because we're working with a herd of horses, I just move them up into an area where they're easy to catch. And then we'll grab them one at a time. We'll walk around and we'll take a look. What's a farrier? Good question for those of you who don't know. A lot of you that are watching this do know, but a farrier is somebody who trims horse hooves and they can put shoes on them if needed. That's if needed. I don't do that. I run my horses barefoot. Anytime I compete with my horses, they're running barefoot. And I just pick horses that have good feet. And yes, there are a lot of differences in feet. Some horses have softer feet, some have splayed feet. I prefer some darkness in the hoof because what I found over the years, and some people disagree with this, but what I found over the years is that horses with all white hooves, all white, no variegation in them with the darkness, generally have softer hooves. And I don't like that because those hooves break down a lot easier. And feet is everything on a horse. Any horse person will tell you that if they're competing in any way. Okay, let's walk out to the fields and let's move some horses. We're going to move them up into the low road, the alley of the alley of the low road, and that's where they'll be when Roger gets here to trim. So let's make our way out the main compound. I'm here at the back gate, and here's the gate. Open it up. We'll look past that because we're going to let some dogs out. Who do we have? We've got 5 here today. Okay, let's go, guys. Yeah, Tori's excited. We're going to cross the creek. If you saw the video on moving horses, it's a year-round creek and it's beautiful. I'm giving you your view here as you walk with me. And if we look back at the main compound, and of course they have to go down and check out the creek. Let's go, guys. Okay, I've got gates right here and everything is set up for ease. So I'm going to, and I could let them out all the way, but then I have to bring a barrel. So I have down here things to consider. I might let them out all the way. Down here in the weeds, there it is a whole hose splitter and display for this water tank here, and it moves on. So here's how the water is set up here on the ranch. There's a goldfish pond back. In fact, we passed it and I should have mentioned something about it. At that goldfish pond across the creek on the other side is there's water faucets there, and one of the water faucets runs a hose that comes all the way across the creek here. It runs through this PVC pipe. I don't know if you can see it right here, a white PVC pipe. That PVC pipe is there so that as the horses go through that gate and into number 1 field, they don't run across the hose. They're kicking that PVC pipe instead of the hose. Then it comes down to this splitter right here that I showed you a moment ago. That splitter, one of them, you see the hose that goes to that water tank right there in number 1 field. Then it continues up the road, up the high road. It crosses, you can't see it, it's all underground. It moves to underground from there. And yes, we did it all ourselves. And once it crosses, it moves into PVC pipe, and that PVC pipe goes all the way down the low road, well, the high road. I'm on the low road here. Goes all the way down the high road until it hits a big black water holding tank. That water holding tank, whoops, you know, I should have closed this gate so I can let horses out here. Okay. That water holding tank is what provides all the water to all the stock tanks throughout the 40 acres here. I'm moving this right now. And I need to move this one. I've got this set up. So this left one here has to move over so that I can move this big one in the back. Stick with me. Gosh, you're here with me. Little help would be nice, but that's okay. I'm used to doing it by myself. Watch out, dog. Watch out. Come back here and... There we go. Okay, let's try that. Okay, we'll kind of push these to make them as straightish as possible. There we go. So horses can't squeeze through. Grab this, and let's take a look at our work. Okay, we've effectively sealed off the horses on the low road just across the creek here. I'm going to secure it so if the horses hit it, which they will, it's not going to come apart. There's a good spot. A little hard to do with one hand, but we're going to work it here. And you're with me, right? You're with me. Anybody that's moved horses knows horses will hit this and bounce off. Okay, give me a minute. Hold on. I got to do this and I need both hands. Give me a minute. Okay, that's secured. Let's move back, look at our handiwork. We are good. Oh yeah, horses aren't going through that. That'll stop them. Notice I use hay string on everything. You know, to people that aren't in the country, they don't even know about hay string. Hay string is used for everything, just about. You need something tied anywhere, secured anywhere. Hay string is there, and it's free because we have so much hay around here. Every horse person knows, and you think, what can I do with all that hay string that I'm getting from my hay bales? Okay, let's go down the low road. Tori's still biting at my arm. Yes, you good girl. I know, this is fun, right? It is fun. Tori says it's fun. Huh, Tori? We're going to continue down the low road here. Maybe talk about feet a little bit more. You don't, when I'm looking at feet and horses that I'm going to compete on, I want to make sure that that horse has good feet, solid feet, that aren't going to shred or splay with every little thing. And of course, if they splay too much and they start getting easy in the pasterns, then the possibility of navicular happens at some point. And I haven't had that, but that's because I'm careful about my horses and their feet. Oh, they know I'm here. They know I'm here. Did you hear that? A whinny in the background. I'm gonna open this gate up. When I open, uh-oh, they're already coming. I gotta get this open quick. Okay, it's open. Let's go through. They see me. They're on the move. Now I can either hold the line. I don't know if you can see them. They see me. Let's go over here real quick. No dogs. Nope. No Tori. Close this real quick. I don't want them coming into this way. This is the arena. Come on dogs. Those horses are going to be coming on the run. That'll be good enough, but I'll secure it. They should just go right where I want them to go. Hey there, old man. Dogs, get back. If I need dogs to push, we will. Here they come. They know. Cutter, get out. Just Tango. Hey, Tori. There's Travelita. Here comes Ziggy. They can't go anywhere. Here's the old mare pulling up the rear. Watusi. Uh-oh. Now, we just want to hold them in here for a while. No, hey, get out. We don't need to push anything. Dogs want to push. Cutter, Tori, 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 get out. Nope, good girl. Why'd I have to speak so sharply to them? Because they won't stop otherwise. They have to know who the boss is. Okay, let me seal this up. We gotta close this gate. There we go. Okay, horses are secured in. They're now secured on the low road. They're not going anywhere. All right. They can sit here for the rest of the morning and chill and just eat down this grass. All these weeds. And right now, they're in horse heaven. And the dogs are happy. Everybody's happy. Let's go move in and out. Different horses here have different types of feet, because this is a foot day. Watusi, the old mare, has great feet. She's got variegated feet, but they're pretty good. I wouldn't say great, but they're good. They're really good. Icy over here has white feet. They tend to splay. She doesn't want to be caught. She's not exactly skinny, is she? Hey, Icy. The dogs are with me and they don't like it. And Watusi's not happy. I'm going to move off. I don't want to pressure her because that's putting more stress on the old mare. And that's not what I want to do. And I'd like to move in closer. Here she goes. I'd like to move in closer and show you her feet, but that's not going to work because the dogs are with me and she knows that the dogs will push her. I don't want to say that word too loud because that's one of their words. Tango has pretty decent feet. He's got pretty decent feet. Sue, right here, and Icy's on the other side of her. Sue has splayed feet. And let me see if I can get closer and show you. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. If I can show you her feet, they've been very well kept, but you can see they're a little flattish there, if you know what you're looking at. Roger has really kept them up. He comes here routinely to trim for me. Here's Uno. Uno has great feet. He really needs his trim today. He's a little long in the toe. That's my granddaughter's horse. But he's got really nice feet. Okay. We have Lizzie here. Lizzie's been to all the shows in the past. My grandson, my daughter, they've all ridden her. Get out, Tori. Don't worry them. Starburst here. And Liz on the other side, both have great feet. There's one of the young ones right here. Hi, Starburst, looking at us. Somebody here, long in the toe, I can see it, and some broken off in front. The back feet generally, here's gonna go. There we go. Stay away from dogs. So the back feet generally never get as bad. Hi, kid. Yeah, you're all right. The little ones, the youngsters, they want to come say hi. Yeah. Oh, dogs. They were dog hunting. Those are the youngsters, the two youngsters right there. Ditto and Derby. Derby was named Derby because he was actually born during the running of the Kentucky Derby. And Ditto, he just kind of, he looks so much like Uno. It's like Uno, little Uno, except he has two brown eyes. Ditto. That's how he got tagged with that name. Ziggy, Uno. See if you can see his eyes. Brown eye on this side. Hi, Uno. Yeah, let's see, let's see. He says, what is that? And blue eye on this side. Yeah. Okay, horses are moved. We're ready for the farrier. Everybody's happily eating. Isn't that pretty? And of course, the two youngsters over here are going to check out a little further down the line. I'm surprised I'm sure the horses have already made it all the way to the end here, to that gate that we closed when they first came in. There's a little irrigation pipe down there, cement one in ground, that Ditto just discovered. That's why he backed up so abruptly. The grass parted and whoa, there it was looking at him. Cement irrigation line. A riser. Giving you an opportunity to look at all the horses. Butts. They got big butts. There's a big butt right there. Ruby. And here come the youngsters. Seeing how close they can get to a dog. How close can we get? Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. She's got a big butt. Big butt. Ruby is one of those. I purchased lifetime breeding rights to a highbrow cat son, a paint highbrow cat son, Tobiano, because that's what I breed, similar to her. I bred one of my mares to him, got Ruby, and then he died. So the lifetime breeding rights that I paid for, it's all in her. And she's a chunker. Travelita, she definitely needs her feet done today. She's got smaller feet, and they don't look so small right now. So, hi kid. Travelita and I. Hey, whoop, hey, you're not cooperating here. Hey, Travelita, look this way. See, it's when you don't try that they look, right? Yeah, look this way. You're not helping, you're not being very photogenic, kid. Yeah. You don't want to be in the picture? You do. You don't. What if I come this way? She says, what is that object? There you go. Get that off of you. Okay, we're going to move on down. Dogs are happy. They'd like to work. They want to be put to work. I don't put them on horses all the time. And there's Lizzie and Starburst Butt and the Zigster, Ziggy with his zigzag face. Okay, we're heading on up. I don't put the dogs, I don't want them worrying the horses. Their job is to push when needed. Their job is to move horses or livestock. They can move anything when I need them to and when I ask them to. Not just because there's an opportunity, but because there's a need for it. So that's why I call them back so much, I don't want them hassling horses. I know, Tori. No, no. The arm is not up for you to jump at. I don't want to hassle horses. Back their ways now. I just want to do everything as peaceful as possible. And that's the way the ranch works. You want to be at peace with everything. Oh, there go dogs. The garbage truck went down the road, so dogs took off running. I'm gonna crawl over this. It's good. Okay. We're crawling over. There we go. Uh-oh. Cutter cannot get under. Let me see what I can do. Here, this one's lighter. Cutter, Cutter, over here. Cutter, Cutter. Come on, Cutter. There he goes. Cutter's old. He can't get his joints to smash down. Oops, heading for the creek. Yeah, rough life, huh? Don't fall in. Okay, let's head up. We're done with that task. The horses are now ready for when Roger arrives. I needed them there at least an hour ahead of time. That way, when Roger gets here, there you go. So you can see me. Not that you want to. You're looking for the ranch and the horses. But that way, when Roger gets here, he will be able to have horses that have already settled down. I'm going to see if you could see them through here. We're going to turn. Can you see them through the trees on the other side of the creek there? The low road. Some of the horses. Okay. That way, by the time Roger gets here, they've already settled down. They're at peace. Because when you move horses, they're very excited and they want to run and bounce around. Let's go, dog. Come on. You're last. Good boy. Lock this back up. So when the horses first come out, they're very excited. I know, it's rigged. This is off of its path. It's off of its little thing there, but I'm fine with it because that means I can move it easy. It was really stiff and difficult to move otherwise. It didn't have any up and down mobility. But if it's not on tracks, it does have a lot of up and down mobility, and I can move it easier. So, okay. We want the horses settled for when Roger gets here. That's why I needed them to come out early. I didn't want them so early. I didn't want them spending the night there because they don't have water in that little area. But they can go hours without water before they even think about it. And there's so much water in the grass that you don't even worry about that. I had to wait before I even put horses out here because I didn't want horses to founder. So these horses just went out on pasture, 3 weeks ago maybe, max. Normally I look to the end of March or right around income tax day, April 15th, somewhere in that time frame, before I put horses out on pasture, green pasture, because I don't want them foundering. And I was raised with horses. My dad raised and trained horses all of our lives. We did have horses founder off and on once they do, and it's from all the wetness in the grass. The grass there's been no photosynthesizing yet, so there's no nutrients in the grass. It's like living on water. You're not going to get the nutrients you need, and the bones and joints start paying a price for it. And when the horses founder, they will actually sit there looking like a rocking horse with their legs out, front and rear, and standing there stiff and not wanting to move. Then when you do get them to move, it's like walking on glass. That's what they look like. It's horrible, and it's very painful to them. So to prevent founder, I never put horses out until I'm sure that grass is ready for them and hardened. I've got some horses moving up here on the low road. I don't know if you can see Ziggy looking across a creek. Oh, he stopped right behind a tree. He's hidden. The youngsters are coming up behind him. So you see the road across the creek. It goes left to the low road. The horses are locked into the low road right now, into that whole alley, low road alley. Anyway, that's it for now until Roger gets here. Just to give you a little introduction. But horses are moved. That was our task for today. If you like these videos, hit the like button, please. And if you want to see more of them, hit the subscribe button and they'll pop up just so you can see them.